Hi there, Red Seymour here. It's an absolute honor to be classified in the celebrity category for What's Cookin'. Growing Home is a great organization that our family, our business, and our city supports. Great organization that helps local people with a hand up and not a hand out. So we appreciate everything they do at Growing Home. And so we put together this, we meaning me and my crazy mind here, put together a dinner. The ingredients so far in total are $18, so we stayed way under our 25. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna do a roasted veggie and flat iron steak wrap. And this is the first part to prep because we got about 3/4 of a pound of flat iron steak here. Flank steak, so it's pretty tough stuff. You gotta get it marinated. So that's what we're gonna prep today. Then we're gonna get the vegetables roasted. Of course, it's snowing outside, so we're gonna do some of that inside versus out at the grill where we'd rather be. But what I did is I started with this flank steak, got the silver skin off on that, any of the sinewy parts that come in here, because this is a tough piece of meat, and then filleted it open even farther so we can get it spread out here. So what we wanna do now is we wanna get this seasoned up both sides with salt and pepper. We'll get that on there. And as one of the famous chefs that I follow say, you know what, you can't season one side because we eat both sides. So we'll do that on that side, a little bit of salt and pepper on here, and we'll get that in there. All right, so we'll do that, and then we're gonna make a marinade here. We're gonna get a little olive oil here just to get that started. We already nuked this lime for about 10 seconds just to get it nice and warm and juicy. So we'll get the juice of one lime in here, get that all going. Doesn't hurt to have that in there either. So put that together. The way that Growing Home raises money is through grants and donations of community members like yourself. So we really appreciate reaching out. This is going to be a fun challenge, the first year of this. And so we're looking forward to that part. Remember, there's some stiff competition out there. That Traeger team from over at the PD, they think they've got this thing locked, but they're challenging other people, so we'll see how that goes. Now we have some red onion we're going to put in here. Dice that up. Get that ready to go. And slide that in with the marinade. And then some fresh garlic. So we're going to never have too much garlic. Get a couple good fresh cloves of that going. And we're going to let this marinate overnight. Really need to get this nice and softened up. It's a very inexpensive piece of meat, but then, you know, that's the drawback. You gotta spend some prep time with it too. So get that going and see how it turns out afterwards. Hopefully it's going to taste as good as we imagine. What we're going to do too is we'll talk about this when we get to the roasting part. Hopefully you'll put up with my editing, but several parts to this here. I'm just going to rough chop this. Don't need to get too fine with that. Get as much of the leafy out there that I smashed into there. Get the ends on here, which we normally not saute, but we're going to get that going in here. And the most important secret ingredient here, just a little sipping tequila. Normally take a sip for myself, but I'll save that for later. So we've got this all mixed up in here. We're gonna get this in our bag here and get as much air out of here as we can. And then we're going to lay it flat in this bowl so that then we can turn it several times. Get that marinated around in there so it gets both sides of it. And we'll be flipping that around. And when that's marinated overnight, we'll come back, get our veggies roasting in the oven, and